Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you're watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And joining me, as always, are my co-hosts from the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks podcast, Rebellious __ D23, and Trav, the Trash Man Martin. How you fellas doing today?
Hey, not always, but we here this week, baby.
And as always, yep, go ahead.
Whenever you call me, I'll be there.
That's right.
Hey, ready to rock.
Hey, let's get into it. So today we are reviewing episode 7 of Titans, 51%. And before we get into today's review, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.
Podcast in the description. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel, and thank you for watching.
So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, man. Oop. Another amazing episode of Titans, man. Like, this show can do no wrong. It's definitely better than season 2, in my opinion. I've just been loving this season from the start until where we are right now. Just, you know, seeing everybody's growth as characters, even the minor characters, or even the characters that really aren't doing that much this season, like Gar, for example. He really isn't doing much, but when they give him his time to shine, he always knocks it out of the park.
Yep, I definitely agree. I think next episode is clearly going to be more centered around him. We know that he's going on this mission to save Jason. So we're going to see where that leads him, huh?
Hey,
we're good.
Hey, yeah, you see, she opens up the door, Molly, and she got the gun. I was just like, Jesus Christ.
Woof.
Hey, it's Gotham, and it's after night, bro.
Hey,
it's nighttime.
But it's true.
It's me, Gar, you know, from the bow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, in Gotham, you're supposed to shoot first and then
ask questions later.
Ask questions like 2 weeks from now. I'm like, I didn't know. But yeah, man, another amazing episode. I really want to touch on when they do find out where Scarecrow is. And I don't know about you guys, but I got Arkham vibes when all you see, like the henchmen, they walking around Mr. Freeze's hideout, and then you just see
the snowy cone
snatch somebody up. They was just like, what's going on?
Jason woke. He woke right up. He's here.
Hey, Jason don't want none of that.
He don't want to smoke.
Bro, this man Jason,
he afraid of Dick.
He's scared of Dick, bro.
He's afraid of Dick.
He is shook
of Dick.
Hey, that Dick got him scared, man.
Yeah, that Dick got him hella scared, bro.
Yeah,
old Dick Grayson.
He's just like,
Richard.
Richard. Y'all got him from here.
Hey, but on the
real talk. Hey, real talk. So
me
and D, we went to school with this guy named Richard Dingle, right? And
I don't even need to hear the rest of the story, bro. This man's name is Richard Dingle.
He changed his Facebook name to that, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's not like you could be mad at him. Like, if somebody calls him out, like, what are you gonna say? Like, that's his name. Like, that's what they call.
Why his parents do that, bro? Like, they know.
Look, man.
Yeah, this man's name is.
But you
Dick
gotta think
Dingle?
Back then, they weren't thinking that, man.
Yo,
like,
Dick Dingle, he's like the alternate Santa Claus.
Well, that's just but that's just like your boy from Ultimate Muscle, Dick Van Dyke.
Dick.
Yeah, I remember
how they do that to him. Yeah, exactly. He looked like a reindeer.
I remember, and I'm glad we're snowballing, but I remember when there was supposed to be a spinoff of Smallville called The Graysons, which was going to be centered around Dick before he joined up with Batman, and he was going to be in high school and all this stuff. And I remember one of the things that they said that they wanted to, you know, stray away from was calling him Dick on the show because they said that it felt like you know, it was immature.
Well,
they changed his name, right, in the original Batman, didn't they call him Richard?
And which one?
And the Adam, whatever his last name is,
Adam West.
Remember.
Didn't they change his? It wasn't.
I don't
didn't
remember
they call him
that.
Richard? I'm pretty sure they called him Richard in that show and not Dick.
Probably. Or Grayson.
Yeah, Grayson's.
But anyway,
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
But anyway, yeah, back to this episode, man. It was really fun. Like, Scarecrow, he has everybody's number, man. Like, he was able to hack Oracle. He was playing them the whole time.
He had everybody's number.
bro, he had everybody there. You got Barbara. She still got feelings for Dick. She's just like, you came over to my apartment. Like, is there something still there?
Yeah.
And it's like,
he hit her with that.
Do you guys feel like that he's just using her?
No.
Or do you think that, I mean, because by the end of the episode, like, we see that, you know, that the feelings still are there.
No. I just think it was awkward between them.
Yeah.
Dick he isn't that kind of guy, I don't think. I don't see it that way.
I mean, you say that, but remember what he did to the Slade son. Yeah, he used
that was the old Dick. This new Dick.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
And that was a different situation. One of his friends got killed.
Yeah.
And he was trying to, like, this is a little different.
Nah. I don't think he's using her, but also I can't necessarily say that he wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Look at Dog, for example.
That's fine.
What he said to, because he was just like, "Are you going to kill Jason?" And Gar, he has every reason to believe that Dick would try to kill Jason, even if Dick says that he's not going to do it. That's just his track record, man.
But that's fine because Dick, he has no reason to go out of his way to, like, you know, screw her over. He doesn't, you know what I mean? And earlier in the same episode, he told her, look, if you can't keep your feelings in check, then I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? Why would he double? I don't think he would double back, is how I would see that. Because he was like, look, you don't help.
Well, also, this is first time, you know, getting with handicap Barbara.
Yeah. Hey, them wheels keep spinning.
The wheels keep spinning, baby.
Yeah, yes, sir.
But no, I wanted to also touch on how, you know, I love the dynamic duo of Corey and Blackfire, and like how it's like Corey, she's just taking her everywhere with her, and they end up going to the mob boss's house. And
that was wild,
bro. Like when Corey killed her, because I mean, I wasn't expecting her to kill her son, but like Trav said earlier, this was wild. This was Gotham.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think she wanted him to do? Clean his room? I mean, she's like, mob boss.
Well, remember, because like the son, he was ready to come home and talk to her, and then
they talked him into it.
Yeah, it was a setup, and she shot her in the head, and then Corey killed her, and you know, it just goes to show that, you know, that this show, like, I mean, since it first started, how mature it is, and even though Corey is a superhero, she has her own methods. Because remember, I can't remember who it was that had mentioned to her that why wasn't she telling Dick that she was going to the mob? I believe it was Blackfire that said something, or was it? Yeah, because Dick's parents was killed by the mob. You know what I'm saying? So if he knew what she was doing, like, he would be pissed off. But I mean, you know, she had to do what she needed to do so that way that they could try and track down Jason. And that was another thing too that I liked about this episode, is after they had shut down Oracle, Barbara, she was, you know, like, hey, we got to go old school, pen and paper. I like that, you know. I mean, it goes to show how smart both of them are, which is something that she said, because like both of them together, like they're I mean, she's Robin Girl, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. Dick Girl.
Does anybody else in this room get the feeling that Jason's gonna kill the Scarecrow when he gets his fix? You don't think so?
Think he is,
bro. Jason a bitch, bro.
Hey, not on that liquid courage.
But see, this is my thing, because we all know that at the end of this season that Jason is gonna eventually join back up with the Titans, but well, not join back up.
I hope not.
Not join back up with them, but he's gonna go back to the side of good. But
he killed Hank, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it's that simple.
That's the point that I'm trying to get to, is that it's just like he can't be a Titan anymore, because he did kill Hank. But like, what do you guys think is the end game for Jason? Like, after they defeat Scarecrow and Jason is like, do you think that they're gonna send him to jail, or do you think that he's just gonna be on the run?
I think Dick's going to clip him up and tell him, or Grayson, as I like to call him. I think Grayson is going to clip him up and tell him, I don't want to see you around here anymore. Yep. And he's just going to be gone for a while.
He's going to banish him. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, because it's like, we're 5 episodes in?
7.
7. Gee, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think there's room for that, man. Not seeing the path that Dick and everybody has gone down.
That's the only other choice you can make.
Yeah, like, I don't think he's going to get him locked up. I think he's going to beat the hell out of him and tell him to scram.
I agree.
And that's going to be out of respect for Gar. That's exactly how I see it.
Now, another thing, too, is, like we see in this episode, Scarecrow, he gets away. Like, they get all of his, his liquid courage, as Dee likes to call it. And now, like, what do you think is going to be the end game here now? Because, Scarecrow, he doesn't have the fear. Well, he still does have the fear gas. It's just that this was a way so people wouldn't be afraid and they would just
liquid
go out
courage.
It's gonna be interesting.
Well, what's the opposite of fear? Courage?
Yeah, courage, the cowardly dog.
Hey.
But oh, go ahead, Dave.
No, I'm sorry, Banks. Go ahead. What do you want to say? You want to know what the end game?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
It's a weird spot. The reason I say that they could kill Scarecrow here is because it's like this is a later story. Like Batman's, he's older now, and Scarecrow isn't really portrayed. He's not the Scarecrow anymore. He's just like a mad scientist now. So I wouldn't be surprised if they got rid of him. I don't know. He's a Scarecrow. Some people like him. Some people hate him.
Yeah.
I just think that they could use this because it's so far along in like the Batman story or mythos. Like they could just, they might sweep him under the rug. Trav, what do you think? It's just a tough spot. Man.
I hope that they kill him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Scarecrow.
They're not scared to kill in this series. You know what I mean? Which I like. Of course not, so, hey, I'm hoping they kill him. Get rid of him. You know what I mean? This is also my prediction. I think Jason is going to seek out Deathstroke.
Or at least Rose. Because they did have like a somewhat of a relationship before she left and went to do her own thing.
Yep.
Something else that's interesting, I was thinking about this when I watched the episode, is remember how in season 1 when Dick, he ended up needing to go back to Gotham City because Batman ended up killing the Joker, and like all that was just a vision that Trigon had put in Dick's head. Whereas now in season 3, Bruce, he really did kill the Joker, and nothing happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there was no
repercussion or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they're not gonna kill him.
They're not gonna get Bruce, bro. This man gone. Like
that's the only difference. I mean, but you see, because when he killed Joker in that vision, Dick needed to go back home to Gotham, and it's kind of similar to that vision that Dick, he still ended up going to Gotham, and it was just something that I just picked up on.
I just can't believe we haven't seen Raven yet, bro.
Now,
bro, we keep talking about this, and I want to know like how she's going to react when she finds out like everything that's happened, that Jason is dead. I mean, not Jason is dead, but that Jason died, came back to life. Hank is dead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he didn't come back to life.
Yeah, I mean, like,
no, I think, I want to ask y'all, do you think it's a possibility we get to see them go to, what is it? Is it called Themyscira? Woo! Man, I thought I was on a trivia game show, bro. I was like, damn, let me get this right. Do you think it's a possibility we get to see that on the next season, or what do you just think they're just going to bring Raven back?
I feel like we're going to get it this season, but it's like, of course, we're not going to get. Of course, we're not going to see Wonder Woman, but it would be interesting to see Wonder Woman.
I don't think the CGI is there, bro. I think they need to stay away from it.
I mean, bro, they could go to Themyscira. I mean, they did it on. You said that the CGI isn't there, but they did it on Legends of Tomorrow, and they actually showed Themyscira, and that's a CW show. So
yeah, but Legend of Tomorrow actually recorded like in nice locations. Like, so you could kind of manipulate the location a little bit. I don't know. I don't see it happening. And also, this is probably one knock I'll say on this show is that anytime Starfire does something, the CGI is poor, bro. Like when they,
I actually like the effect of her killing people.
Man.
Hey, it wasn't as bad as the Flash, but
I mean, because I kind of feel like
Superman and Lois status. I know that.
When I feel the same way about like Raven's abilities. Like at the beginning of the show, it just kind of got better as it went. It got better. Like you know what I mean. I need to see Gar turn into some other stuff. We're going to talk about CGI.
I don't think we're going to see that though.
It's weird that he hasn't turned into anything.
They've hinted at him watching TV and studying animals, so I just don't think it's this season. They have to get away from the tiger stuff if they want this to, stay in good graces.
I liked how this episode he didn't turn into nothing. Like he just made his hand
parts.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
He was kung fuing it up, bro, and I was
he was. He was clipping them up.
But why do you guys think that he hasn't turned into?
He hasn't manifested it yet. I think it's kind of weird because of. Okay, we're in a world where Batman is clearly older. He's not prime. You know what I mean? But the Titans are still kind of at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's that's what the disconnect for me is. It's kind of weird. Like they're so far behind in knowing who they are and their abilities. And then Batman's damn near 60 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what are we doing here?
Now, do you think that the reason why he hasn't transformed is because of what happened last season when
he killed the man?
Yeah, when he killed a man as a tiger. And then that's probably there's something that's in his head that it was
hinted at. Wasn't he? Who was he under control by? Or
Adamus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did it to him, and then Raven's dad didn't. He didn't do it to him.
No,
he was knocked out, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Never got. Yeah.
But I mean, it's been hinted at. Is all I wanted to say about it. So yeah. It's
definitely interesting, man. It was something else that I was going to bring up too. Oh yeah, I had read somewhere that they said it's a possibility that we could see Lex Luthor on this show, like in season 4. And I'd be down for that.
Season 4?
Yeah.
Nice. I totally agree. I just want to ask y'all, or give my thoughts on it rather. Do you think they're going to go with the next season? It's going to be Lex teaming up with like a Darkfire, or you think Darkfire is she's clearly going to still be bad?
Yeah, I mean,
so what do you think? Which way do you think they're going to go? Because we have Connor's story we could explore, and then you already presented us with another villain.
Well, it depends. It depends if you believe what she said at the end of the episode.
I see. This is the thing,
I don't believe her. I think she's...
and that's exactly what I was going to bring up, D. And I'm glad that you kind of segue right here. Is that we all know Blackfire?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yes, she's working with them now. Corey, she gave her the suit so that way that she could get her powers back and whatnot. But it's like one of those things where it's just like, imagine if we had our own TV show and the fan. I mean, if Michael's up there, right? But it's just like, but the story is presented Michael as a good guy, but it's like, us watching our own TV show, we all know that Michael is a bad guy.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like eventually he's gonna become a bad guy. I mean, even I know this movie was crap, but the Green Lantern movie, it's just like when they show Sinestro in it, it's just like we already know that Sinestro.
Yeah, we know who he is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things where it's like, and Dee was talking about this before we started recording, is that how Blackfire, she's manipulating Connor. Yeah. But like I said in last week's review, I do think that her and Connor are going to hook up, because you saw, I mean, Connor said, hey, I can show you what I can do.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a question of if she's going to use Connor. I think it's more to what extent is she going to use Connor. Like, are we going to get some sort of weird follow me, Connor? These people have been lying. You know what I mean? Like, come with me. Or is it like, hey, hit me and restore my fire ability?
Well, she likes to use her servants for her pleasure and ability. Correct. You know what I mean? So, hey, Connor gonna be giving her some of that Dick Grayson. Well, we know that.
Hey, take it easy, Trav. Hey, you could at least.
Hey, he said some of that Nightwing.
That's right.
Blackfire, she looking at Connor. She was like, I like you. And I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way.
Now, with that being said, do you think Lex Luthor could possibly, because like I said, Connor, he does have a storyline that hasn't really been dove into. I mean, we know where he came from, but that's about it. And they did bring up Lex's name. So, I don't know, guys. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
But D, final thoughts on the episode?
Can't wait to see what ends up happening between the Gar chasing ghosts, trying to save a man who doesn't want to be saved, basically. And how that, I wonder, I wonder if it's a possibility we'll get a showdown with Jason and Gar, because it's kind of like, hey, I came to save you. Well, I killed Hank. You know what I'm saying? I could see that boiling over too. And I think I'm in for that. If he starts changing into something else to fight the Red Hood, I'm all in for that fan theory. But Blackfire, I think she's gonna pull the trigger on Connor next episode. Can't wait. Rating, give me an 8 out of 10. Loved it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Hey, I'm gonna start with my rating first. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It's a real good episode, and also I'm calling it now. I think
Barbara's gonna walk again.
Yeah. Hey, he gave her that big Grayson, and now she can walk. So
hey, gave her wings. You know,
that's right, baby. But no, I got a feeling that Gar and Molly are gonna end up somehow running into Tim Drake and all teaming up.
Oh, for sure, I can see that happening.
I like that
because he wants to get revenge.
Joining the squad.
That could be the end game right there too, because I mean, it is Jason's
segue
fault.
Out of Jason into Todd.
Yeah, it's
because I mean, once they become buddies, and then it gets revealed that Jason's the reason why Tim Drake's family was murdered.
Excuse me.
Well, they didn't get murdered.
Gar might feel different. Huh?
We don't. I mean, his dad just got shot.
Well, they got to be dead for. Dude, nobody gets revenge because you got shot. You get revenge because you murdered my parents, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but bro, Trav, if somebody shot your dad and your dad lived, I mean, think about the episode of Fresh Prince. Well,
first of all, bro, have you met us? We're not doing nothing, bro. We're not.
But see, Trav, but you say that, but remember the episode of Fresh Prince when Will got shot and you saw Carlton, he went out there and got the piece. And he said he wanted to protect himself and his family. You know, so I mean, right. And he wanted to get
great
revenge.
episode.
Hey, but what happened to Carlton?
And Will told him to put the gun down.
He told him to put the gun down. And Carlton left that room, and my man Will broke down.
It was good.
And I broke down with him.
It was a good episode, man. I don't know how this new series is gonna top.
We ain't talking about that, Prince.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, but yeah. So for me, I'm giving this episode a 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. Like I said earlier in the review, I enjoyed the Arkham vibes that I got when they were in Mr. Freeze's factory. And I mean, that's just another nod right there too, is that the fact that they were using Mr. Freeze's factory. And it makes me think like, well, where's Mr. Freeze at? Is he locked up?
Hold on, that was Mr. Freeze's factory?
Yeah, his hideout. Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, they said that.
Hold on, who's Mr. Freeze?
Jonathan Freeze.
Victor Freeze.
I know I'm messing with it because Trav's trolling right now.
I know he's trolling.
But it just makes me think like, is Mr. Freeze, is he locked up in Arkham right now? Or did he get killed after he killed Commissioner Gordon? Because I mean, like you said earlier, D, it's just like these people aren't afraid to kill on this show. So
yeah,
I can see them taking Mr. Freeze. I mean, if Batman can kill the Joker,
I would love to see Mr. Freeze on screen though.
Only if we get in that Batman animated series storyline.
I thought
that's what I need.
I just need to bust out one of the freeze grenades. So,
we don't need Arnold.
He should. The guy who should have been Bane.
You put Arnold back in the bed with the maid. All right, we don't need Arnold.
Oh, easy.
Right.
Hey, I mean, it was cool seeing Mr. Freeze on Gotham. I thought that was
I love the freeze grenades and stuff. Yeah,
freeze grenades.
Yeah, sir.
But yeah, like I said, I give it a 9 out of 10. Let us know in the comments what you thought about this week's episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Tell us what your rating is for the episode. Thank you again for watching our review for Titans season 3, episode 7, 51%. D, let them know where they can find you at in social media land.
No problem. You can find me at rebellious_D23 at Instagram.com. Trav?
Hey, and again, you're gonna find me on the Instagram at ZK Audio. Then you can find me on the Twitter at TRAVIOSZK. Hey man, and where they gonna find podcast #1 hero at?
You can find me, your hero Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Thank you again for watching this review. Make sure you check out some more of our reviews that we have here on the channel, along with our interviews and reaction videos. Podcast with brand new episodes every Tuesday, with that video being on YouTube that Friday. One last thing I wanted to say before we wrap this thing up too is that this show is still going to be going on when Doom Patrol starts. Doom Patrol starts on September 23rd, which we will be doing reviews for that as well. So make sure that you tune in for that. Like I always say, keep that pinky up, stay positive. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Peace. Thank you for watching a brand new episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure that you hit that like button and you subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content on our channel. Make sure you check out our podcast where we release new episodes every Tuesday and the video of that episode is uploaded on Friday. And you can find new episodes of our podcast on all podcast platforms. Make sure you follow all the Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks social media accounts at Leveling Up Banks on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also, we have a Patreon. If you're feeling generous and would love to donate to us, it's at Leveling Up Banks. And huge shout out to our patrons. We really appreciate you and thank you for the support. We'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks.